I'm sure if you ask the question, what is Queensland's best bushwalk? Most spectacular, most wow. Plenty of people would say Carnarvon Gorge. It's an oasis in the semi-arid heart of Queensland, a natural wonderland nestled beneath towering sandstone cliffs. I've wanted to come here for years. It's my first time, but to really get a sense of just how spectacular and big Carnarvon and the gorges in the area are, I won't be needing my walking shoes just yet because I am taking one of these. Carnarvon National Park is easily accessible by regular vehicles and you can drive there from Roma or Emerald in about 3 hours. It's an iconic national park and Shane Swanson from Heli Central Tours gets a real kick out of showing it off to visitors.
We offer a look at a gorge that you can't see any other way, Mollyamba Gorge, which is part of the Carnarvon National Park, and we give them an aerial view and an aerial aspect of something that's completely different. So something that they're just not going to be able to visualise unless they get up into the air.
Shane offers flights up to 40 minutes long. Today it's a 20-minute journey over Mollyamba Gorge, which is inaccessible to walkers, so all of its treasures can only be discovered from the air.
This is one of the structures that, words won't really describe it. It's called the Three Sisters or the Guardian's Cottage, and the only way you can really see this one is in the chopper. It's just one of the most beautiful structures you'll see anywhere in Australia.
Here the gorge is 600 feet deep. There's lots of water and little sunlight. That means this section has developed its very own microclimate.
See, who would have thought? I couldn't imagine there'd be a rainforest here. This is dry country. Oh, this is definitely a hidden treasure.
Well, that was just incredible. And it's clear from up there that I could spend days and days exploring the gorge. So that begs the question, where do you stay when you're at Carnarvon? It's an easy choice for me. My home is just a short drive down the road. Takarakka Bush Resort sits on 40 hectares near the entrance to Carnarvon Gorge. It has unpowered and powered sites for camping and caravans, a corner store that stocks all the essentials, and for those wanting some creature comforts, there are cosy safari tents, some of which boast their own ensuite. And then there's Takarakka's new luxury option, their Kookaburra studios. They are gorgeous. Takarakka offers plenty of special little touches. They do roast dinners for all guests 3 nights a week. And the creek that runs through the property is terrific for spotting the elusive platypus. Takarakka prides itself on its social vibe, and there's no better example than its camp kitchens. It's where everyone catches up at the end of the day. And how's this? Christine is from WA. Trish used to be her neighbour. Now she lives in Tassie. And they just bumped into each other after 7 years. Takarakka is like that.
And so I was just boiling the kettle like you do after you come back from a nice day's walk. And I looked up and I thought, that guy looks just like Steve Gordon. And then I went, it is. And so I called out and then Chris came out and was like, oh.
Takarakka Bush Resort is the ideal base for exploring the gorge. For all the details on accommodation and to book, head to their website. And for a scenic chopper flight, get in touch with Shane from Heli Central. Or, if you leave it to the last minute, Takarakka can book your flights when you're staying. Carnarvon Gorge is a jewel in Queensland's crown. It's a striking landscape forged over millions of years, with so many natural treasures hidden within its soaring walls. It's been on my wish list for years, and today I finally get to see what all the fuss is about, and I can't wait. Leading me on my walk today is Simon Ling from Australian Nature Guides. Well, this is magnificent, Simon.
It's a spectacular place.
Simon's tours take in all of Carnarvon's highlights. It's a full day of easy walking, and Simon's commentary broadens and enriches the experience. Why do you think Carnarvon Gorge stands out? as one of Australia's best national parks or best bushwalks?
Best bushwalks. For me, it comes back to the diversity again, but I think it's one of those places because the landscape is in your face. It's undeniable. It's very high impact. It puts you in your place to some degree, and it allows you to see things afresh. So you can visit these places and I think do it in a very humble way, which deepens things.
Just over 5 kilometres from our starting point at the Info Centre is the Art Gallery, probably Carnarvon's most famous spot. Oh, I knew we were coming to an art gallery, but I didn't realise it was going to be like this. What a present! It's an internationally significant site due to the sophisticated stenciling techniques that feature adaptations found only in central Queensland. I don't know where to look. It is just quite breathtaking, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an amazing place. There's a little over 2,000 individual pieces of work on the wall here, and some of them we think are probably close to 4,000 years of age. I don't really look at this as art anymore. That term rock art's incredibly misleading. So the remains that are on the wall behind us were created as part of ceremonial activities. So it's religious symbolism. So I think of it more as a church or a cathedral than as an art gallery.
Our next stop is Ward's Canyon, which is interesting because of its unique microclimate and its king ferns. I feel like I could imagine a dinosaur just popping around the corner.
Yeah, it does have that feel about them. So we know these plants go as far back as 400 million years in the fossil record, and this remains the only known inland occurrence of this species in Australia. So in terms of this place's ability to function as an ecological refuge, Ward's Canyon is the best of the best. So they've hidden in here for thousands and thousands of years.
It's a steep ascent to the nearby amphitheatre, but the climb is so worth it. Really impressive, isn't it? The amphitheatre. OK, I've got to do a cooee, don't I?
Go for it. Nice reverb.
To finish the day, Simon has brought me to what is arguably Carnarvon's most scenic site, the Moss Garden. It really is like a garden.
A garden of moss.
A very special garden. The lush mosses and ferns are fed by ancient waters from Carnarvon's largest spring.
We did some dating work on this in the late 70s, and the residence time is estimated at between 5,000 and 10,000 years.
So the water we're seeing is thousands of years.
Exactly right.
It's taken to travel down.
So if you think about it in human terms, when the water entered the stone, which would have occurred pretty close to where we are, that would have happened around about the time the Egyptians were whacking up the pyramids.
Well, Carnarvon Gorge has well and truly exceeded my expectations. Nature really turns it on here. Every gorge you go into, nature has given you a present. It's magnificent. I've had one of the most enjoyable days I've had in a very long time. When you come to Carnarvon, I suggest exploring the gorge with Simon. His wealth of knowledge enriches the experience, and his tea and snacks are delicious. For more information, head to his website. And for our Facebook followers, we've got a special treat. Simon's interview at the art gallery was so interesting, but we couldn't fit it all in the show. So head to our Queensland Weekender Facebook page to see an extended interview. It's fascinating stuff,